A senseless act of violence leaves a family without their father.
He just wanted to be with everybody and make everyone happy.
Their plea to the community as police continue to search for answers in this deadly incident. And businesses feel they're getting pushed out of a historic Denver neighborhood.
Who is here to protect us against landlords?
Why they believe outside investors are to blame. Plus, it's a great day to be a Pioneers fan. We take a look at the celebrations as another NCAA championship title is snatched. Good evening. Tonight, candles are lit and family and friends embrace one another as they remember a man of the community killed in a tragic scene in Aurora last night. Thanks for joining us for Denver 7 News at 10. I'm Bayan Wang. Denver police are still looking for answers after a shooting turned into a deadly crash on North Peoria Street just south of I-70. Police say 3 people were killed and they're asking witnesses to now come forward. Uriel Reyes Medina was one of the victims who tragically lost their lives that night. Denver 7's Rob Harris spoke with his wife and his friend who are both desperate for answers tonight.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
If there's a testament to Uriel Reyes Medina, it's how many of his family and friends have dropped everything in a matter of hours just to remember and pray.
And Lord, you gained a beautiful angel.
My kids don't have a father. I don't have a husband. I had to figure out everything on my own.
Reyes Medina's wife, Misty, says he was just simply in the wrong place at the wrong time Friday evening. He just wrapped up some errands and was driving home to have dinner with his family. At that exact same time, around 6 o'clock, Denver police tell us 2 dark-colored cars were next to each other, heading south on North Peoria Street near East 39th. That's when shots were fired from one car towards the other, sending a driver and a passenger into oncoming traffic and into Reyes Medina's pickup truck. He leaves behind a wife and 3 daughters.
He was the best girl dad ever. We only have girls, and he never cared that there was never a boy because he said he only knew how to take care of girls.
He's been called the best girl dad, a big teddy bear, and an advocate against violence in his community, making all of this even more painful for his family.
I need justice because he wasn't doing nothing wrong. He was coming home to have dinner with his family, and to somebody's negligence, my kids don't have a father. I don't have a husband. I had to figure out everything on my own, and there's nobody to even blame at this point.
Both the family and Denver police are asking anyone with information to come forward so they can find the person or the people from that second car on Friday night. If you know anything, you should call Denver Metro Crime Stoppers at the number on your screen. Your tip can remain anonymous, and it could make you up to $2,000. For Denver 7, I'm Rob Harris.
Just absolutely devastating. Rob, thank you. Family and friends have started a GoFundMe fundraiser to help the family with funeral expenses and other costs as they plan their new lives without their loved one, who was the family's main provider. We have a link to that fundraiser on thedenverchannel.com. A couch set on fire to top the DU Men's Hockey National Championship win over Minnesota State today. The team won 5-1. As you can see, students at DU are going absolutely wild with their celebrations right now. The party hit the streets, prompting police to herd the crowds off the roads. This scene is near University in Asbury. The official party will happen on Tuesday at 6 p.m. at Magnus Arena. The Denver 7 sports team will walk us through the highlights of tonight's game in just a few minutes. And the search for a suspect continues tonight after a man was shot overnight in Lodo, just 2 blocks from Coors Field. It happened right before 1 a.m. near Market and 20th, and this was during a very busy time down there where a lot of Rockies fans were partying following opening day festivities. The victim was taken to the hospital and is expected to be all right. Police say they are still searching for the suspect. In other news tonight, despite recent controversy, Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters is now the leading Republican candidate for Colorado Secretary of State. Peters received just over 60% of the vote at the Colorado GOP Assembly. Secretary of State Jenna Griswold's campaign team sent a statement on the results saying, in part, Tina Peters, through her words and actions, is a clear threat to Colorado's elections and to democracy itself. She is unfit to serve as Colorado's Secretary of State. The statement goes on to say Peters is not only a threat to future elections, she has already failed as an election administrator. End quote. The campaign is referring to allegations that Peters tampered with election equipment. She was indicted following a long-running investigation into how sensitive election information ended up online. Peters is also separately accused of trying to kick a police officer who was detaining her in another case. She's expected to be arraigned in May. A former Teller County deputy is behind bars tonight after barging into a home in the town of Florissant with an assault rifle, then threatening to hurt the people inside. According to court documents, 44-year-old Mark Bissett drove to a home on a four-wheeler, telling one of the residents that he would fight anyone. The victim tells police that Bissett seemed intoxicated. Bissett would then return to the home moments after with an assault rifle, telling the victim to open the door, threatening to kill him if he didn't. The Teller County Sheriff's Office says they fired Bissett, who is now facing multiple charges including burglary, felony menacing, and criminal trespassing. All right, many local businesses have spent the last 2 years struggling amid the pandemic, but now some business owners in the Five Points area say there's another threat to their livelihoods. This time it's coming in the form of outside investors. LeJean Vivens, the co-owner of Agave Shore, says last week he settled a lawsuit with an outside investment firm that became the de facto landlord. He says the firm offers to invest money to help businesses grow, but when things don't go their way, he claims they push people out.
We definitely are scared for people who say, I'm here for black business. Well, the question I pose is it only the black businesses that you own a part of?
Denver 7 is choosing not to name the investment firm, but the firm still has ongoing litigation with other businesses in the area. For now, Vivens is helping connect black business owners with financial resources so they can protect themselves. All right, still to come on Denver 7 News, an Aurora family trying to figure out their next steps after their home burned in a string of fires. How Denver is stepping up to help.